am the CEO of my business consulting DMCC, as the top performing corporate service provider in the UAE. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm here in the UAE since the past 20 years. I'm married to an amazing husband, and I'm the mother of 2 handsome boys. Most of my family lives here, my sisters, my brother, and my extended family. And I have to say they have been my biggest support system in like everything that I do. So that's about me and a little bit about what I do. I have 17 years of work experience working internationally and locally, managing different spheres of advisory, real estate, property management, capital investments, and working on multi-million-dollar projects. My company, my business consulting, DMCC, has a team of highly trained professionals. We are over 25 people in the team with 3 offices here in GLT. And we are managing over 5,000 clients for over 12 years already. And my colleagues who I work closely with every single day and I spend most of my time with are actually the ones who add value to me every day. And I'm really proud of them and what I do. There is always a stage when you understand that you need a little bit more space or independence to implement your own innovative ideas. I started my first business because I felt a strong desire to grow and develop my capabilities, and I wanted that independence which can help me professionally and personally. When I wanted to start, also I didn't know what to believe in, what not to believe in. I was working in different companies doing different things, and whoever I was talking to were giving me either half information, or it was misleading, or it was confusing. Not much data was available online. So, and there was no transparency, there was no clarity. And I also believe like truth half told is worse than a lie. So it was kind of, I was really confused. So I decided to set up a service company with the most accurate information available in the market, to be transparent, to be dedicated to the clients, and not to confuse them with hidden fees, hidden charges, or hidden things, like not being honest with them. So, and being thorough with all the new rules and regulations which comes in the country. And I also had this passion, to help other people grow and eventually make it big here in this country. So my business consulting, DMCC, specializes in designing these custom-made solutions for business setup, for bank account opening, for immigration support for investors, willing to establish and expand their business in the UAE. What makes me also proud is, we are recognized by 22 international and local awards, 5 years in a row. We have been crowned as the top performing consultants by DMCC Free Zone, which is the #1 free zone in the world. And I have to add that, I'm very, very proud of my team. As I say, what I didn't get in my past years when I was like still deciding what to do, the independence to work. I very much want my team to be independent and, act and, be creative and give back to the company, and eventually we grow together. So my biggest challenge was how to restart my career after having kids and not working for several years. The decision to go back to work was the toughest for me because I was happy with my life, kind of, with just managing the house with my kids, and I was okay with that. But the passion that I had, to take up projects or to build things, that is what I felt was missing. So I believe the toughest challenge was to come out of my comfort zone and go back to work. And then figuring out, what you want to start and what you want to implement. Even after that's done, I realized the challenges don't stop. Once I actually started my business, I realized the most difficult task is actually to manage the team. So I have worked in several companies, as I said before, who were doing, who were kind of creating, killing the creativity of the people, or, micromanaging them. And for me, what was important is I had decided that would never happen in my company. But at the same time, I wanted the entire team to be in sync with each other, having the same mission and vision, having the same goals. We all come from different cultural background, and for everybody, without a team, I guess, you're not successful. You cannot always run the entire show by yourself. You need to hire the experts and then trust in people, and give them the independence to do the task. But this is, as easy it might sound, but it's not, because then you just kind of become controlling at times, and you cannot easily trust people, or you just think that, you are good at whatever you're doing and the other person is not. So this kind of everyday, this is an everyday challenge, actually, that you give a task and then you need to rely on the experts to do the task. That's how you're going to, work fast and efficiently, and every single team player will be working towards the same goal. We need to trust people. We need to appreciate people for them to work much more harder and give their 100%. When you give a task to someone and then you doubt them, that person, eventually knows that you're going to doubt them and not be able to perform as good as he would if you believe in him and you give him the independence or the creativity. But this is an everyday challenge, because we say and sometimes we don't implement. So this is, I guess, I guess to keep the team synced with each other, to run the business efficiently is, I believe, the most challenging part for me. The first time I came to the UAE, it was actually the shopping festival. And I came to UAE not for working or something like that. I just came to get away from, the pressure of, I was just new in the university. My parents wanted to get me married. So I just kind of ran away, and my dad didn't speak to me for several months after that. And I decided to take up a job here and stay. And then I kind of was fascinated by the UAE from day one. I was like, oh my God, I love this place. I love this place. And eventually, of course, my family joined me, and everything worked well. Okay, now when it comes to the funding, I remember the first time I just opened my license. I took the cheapest option, because I barely had no money, no office space. Like Mariam, you said, I didn't have any office space, and we just set up the company because I was going to close a real estate deal. Someone was interested in buying a property. So that's when I understood, if I had a company, or if I have a company, I can start making commissions even if I'm not working anywhere. And I think I had my baby then, and I was really not working and really couldn't figure out what to do. So with that small real estate deals that I did on that company, that small company without office or anything, I kind of started saving the money, which I never knew eventually I'll use it to set up my own business or my own company. So I guess the most, people always think when they see me now, it's very easy to say, oh, you always had it, you always had it big from the beginning. You were just a pretty girl with everything you had. That's not true. We all have worked our, way up, and there are so many challenges every single day. There are so many challenges, and the never give up attitude, that's, I guess, is the most important, So once you did it, you kind of understand what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what are the challenges. So for me and for everyone, who wants to start a business, or not even a business, who wants to do anything, wants to start something, has to remember to remove the fear of what might go wrong. This is the first thing that has to be removed. Most people don't do it because they think the answer is going to be no, or what might go wrong. Why can't people think about what can go right, what all can be achieved? The second thing, positive mindset. There is no scope for negativity. You can decide big things, but if you don't have a positive mind, you cannot. Negativity hinders, from achieving your goals. Third, and the most important thing, you can have the best of the idea, but if you're not persistent, if you don't do it every day, if you're not continuous about it, it won't work. And I would like to add one more thing, is positively adapting to changes. If you don't change with time, you will be left behind. You need to change with time. Charles Darwin, he says it's not the strongest who survive or the most intelligent ones, but actually the ones who are most adaptable to change. So don't be scared, be positive, be persistent, and change with time. And then nothing can, stop you from achieving your goals.